Hello and welcome to your guidance for the week ahead. And this is for Monday, the 16th of February, 2026, up to Sunday, the 22nd. And wow, what a week! It's here. This is the week we have been building up for. Now, I usually do these on a Monday morning and put these out on a Monday, but this week, because of the energies, because of how my own guides are coming through, and because of what's going on, I'm actually doing this on Sunday. I'm recording this on Sunday the 15th, and I'll be putting it out today. I don't normally do this. It will normally come out on a Monday. But honestly, this week is the big one. This is the big one. Lots of people have been talking about this for a very long time, and yeah, the energies are massive. And I'm going to talk you through what those energies are, but also with some cards. We've actually got four cards today. We usually have three, but we've got a fourth today that wanted to come in to help as well. That will help you with how you personally can navigate this stuff. Some really practical things that you can do that will help you to navigate probably energetically the biggest week in human history. And that sounds dramatic to say, but I'm actually not exaggerating. That is literally what's happening. So, very briefly, let me say I am not an astrologer. However, I'm a very enthusiastic student of astrology. What I am is an energy worker, and I'm really, really feeling the energies right now. It's been massive. Now, you will be aware that we have been in the year of the wood snake. Well, this week is when that changes into the year of the fire horse. So, very briefly in headline, Tuesday, the 17th of February, is where we have a new moon, which is also a solar eclipse, which is also where the year of the fire horse starts. Okay. And that new moon is happening at pretty much bang on. I think it's 1 minute past midday. So bang on midday, that's UK time on Tuesday the 17th. It's 1 minute past 12. It's due to be at lunchtime. Um, and that's massive. It's a solar eclipse as well. It's not a full solar eclipse, it's an annular solar eclipse. And that is, there will be the ring of fire still visible. Um, it's so powerful. Midday UK time on Tuesday. Now, an eclipse in energy terms takes the energy of a new moon and amplifies it hugely. A new moon is always about a new beginning. It's a fresh start. We get a new moon every, let's say, 4 weeks. Close enough. It tweaks slightly, but around about every 4 weeks we get a new moon. And it's always a new beginning. And I used to run sort of new moon business sessions. I did that in 2025. And because the new moon is about a new beginning, a fresh start. So I used to run my business on a monthly cycle, and I used to run those sessions to help you set intentions for the next month until the following new moon. And that's really powerful. This one, this week, on Tuesday, the 17th of February, is a solar eclipse, which kind of 100 times amplifies the newness of the new moon. Eclipse portals are always, always really big and really powerful. And the eclipse portal is the point between the first eclipse and then the second eclipse, which happens in a couple of weeks' time. So the sort of a 2 week window, which is a portal, which has always been, for me anyway, a really powerful time of jumping timelines, of accelerating progress. And this one is no exception. Now, what is happening as well as that is this new moon is also where, in Chinese astrology, where the year of the fire horse begins. Now, you've probably heard a lot about that. It's rushing forward, it's taking the momentum forward. The last year, and we're in the final 48 hours or so of the wood snake, has all been about shedding, releasing, clearing. And what that's meant in practical terms, and I don't really touch on this very much because I don't get involved in it, and there's different reasons. I'm going to be doing a separate thing about that very soon, about why. On a global scale and personally, truth has been coming to light. Now, I'm not here to comment on what's going on globally. We all know what I'm talking about. At many levels, this is multi-layered and multi-leveled. The year of the wood snake has been all about seeing the truth for what it is so that we can decide to do things differently. This isn't about standing there in judgment with flaming swords. This is about seeing, witnessing what's underneath, what's really there, what's really true, so that you can choose differently. And this new start is all about what are you now choosing differently? And this week is about being very, very intentional and conscious in what those choices are. And we'll come into a bit more of that in a minute. So the last 12 months have been really, really difficult for everyone, whether that is globally or whether that is for you personally. I've had my own stuff going on as well. We're all in it. No one is exempt from this at different layers, whether that's seeing things inside yourself, seeing things in people close to you, or like I say, up to and including the global stage. This has all been about seeing the truth for what it is, seeing what's really underneath so that we can make different choices going forward. And so that we can be really intentional in what we're saying about this is what I'm here to accept and this is what I'm not. That's the point of all of this. The stuff that's coming to light at the moment is not new. There have been people that have known this stuff for a very, very long time. And this stuff has been going on for a very, very long time. And whether that's to do with politics or other scandals that are emerging or whatever it may be, it doesn't matter what the subject is. The point is this stuff's been going on for a very long time. What's happening now is suddenly we're seeing it. And yes, people are outraged, and absolutely, yes, I get that. But this week is about going, so what are you going to do? And this isn't about, like I say, standing with a flaming sword going, right, I'm going to stand in judgment over other people. This is about coming into the truth of you. What are you about? What do you stand for? What matters to you? That's what this week is all about. The fire horse is about taking your personal power back and going, right, I'm going forward with this intentional energy. Now, on top of this is Tuesday. This is only half the story of this week. And like I say, I'll be honest, this video may be a bit longer than normal because of the scale of what's going on. Let's see where we go with that. I never script these either. My guides come through and tell me what you need to hear. On Friday, the 20th of February, 2026, it's a big one. This is the point where Saturn and Neptune come into exact conjunction in Aries at 0 degrees of Aries, which is the very beginning of the zodiac. Now, this last happened a little over 6,000 years ago. It's a big one. So when I said right at the beginning that we won't see energies like this in our lifetime, that's why. This Saturn-Neptune conjunction coming right on the back of this new moon and solar eclipse and the year of a fire horse in Chinese astrology, it's all coming together as this is a new beginning. This is where everything starts to change. Now, what I'm not saying, being very clear here, I am not saying that this means we wake up on Saturday and the world is different. But this is where we plant the seeds for what we really want to happen. And if there's one piece of advice I would give you this week, particularly now, and it's why I'm putting this out a day earlier than normal, be very intentional this week in what you want. Take the time to work out what you want. You personally, individually, deep in your heart, in your soul, what do you want? Not what's out there, what's real for you. That's what this week is about, because everything is pointing to you towards this being a new beginning. This is where we start to turn the tanker. This is where we will look back on this moment and go, oh yeah, that's where things started to change. This is the beginning of the new. It's not the culmination of the new way of being, the new earth, the new whatever you want to call it. There are lots of terminologies out there, but this is the point where we start the beginning. And it's really powerful. It's more powerful than I can possibly begin to explain. The solar flares we've been having have been upgrading us all on a physical, emotional, psychological level. Spiritually, of course, we've been massively upgraded, but we've needed to go through that shedding process over the last 12 months to be able to be ready for the new. This is a 1 year in numerology. We are setting the foundations right now for the world that we want to create going forward. Do not underestimate the power of this week. It is beyond anything I've seen. And like I say, I'm not an astrologer. I follow it, of course I do. I'm obsessed with it. But what I am is an energy worker, and I feel the energies. I'll be honest, last week I hibernated pretty much all week. I had some amazing conversations with some fabulous people, but I hibernated a lot because that's what I needed, because I can feel in the energies around the build up towards what we're doing this week and the enormity of what we're doing this week. And my guides have been channeling through all sorts of interesting things around, it's all right, calm, calm, calm. Don't worry, don't worry. Things will happen. Don't rush. Do not rush. I even got in one of my channel writing, I do morning channel writings every morning. And in one of them this week, I actually got the description, the analogy of you're a racehorse in your prime, ready to go, but it's not the start of the race yet. Wait, wait, wait. So that's what I've been doing the last week, is that process of waiting and going inwards and still, because that's what it's needed, that readiness before we launch forward. And this is about launching forward with intention. And this week is all about intention, about what you want. What world do you want to live in? What world do you want to create? Because it all starts with you. Let's move into the cards. Now, interestingly, I've actually got 2 decks this week that came out, and we've got the main 3 are from the Akashic Oracle from Marina Beach. Love these cards. And then we have a bonus final card from the Dragon Path Oracle. And I love these cards. I'm so in tune with these cards. I work with dragons a lot. These are from Caroline Mitchell. By the way, I'll put the details of the cards underneath in the notes with this, by the way, as well. So we've got the 3 main cards, and then we've got the dragon card to complete it and bring it all together. And it feels very right that this is how it's come out this week. So your first card, we've got lack and scarcity. And the message that came through for me with this one this week is switch off the darkness and the thoughts in the brain. Her head is in the darkness here. And this is saying switch off all those thoughts that are dark. Don't focus on the darkness. The key here is right next to her heart. And that is leading to the light where the new growth is. I don't know if you can see that on the screen there. There's a new little seedling growing there. That light is coming from the heart. It's coming from the heart space, and it is the light. And she is surrendering to the light. She's switching off the darkness. And this is saying, don't get caught up in your head. Don't focus on the dark thoughts and all the things that feel wrong. Focus on the light, focus on the love, focus on the growth, focus on the positive things that you have. Now, that's not about bypassing. Do not get me wrong on this at all. This is not about ignoring what's happening. But for this week, this is saying for your energy, don't get caught up in the narratives in your head. Focus on what's in your heart and be really intentional with what that is. What do you have? What do you love? What brings you joy? Where is your abundance? And it doesn't have to be about money, by the way. Abundance is the love of the people around you, the beauty of nature, the sun being out if it is. I mean, it's actually stopped raining here, which is quite good. It was absolutely hammering it down earlier, and then the sun came out. And it's that moment of, oh, how lovely, the sun's out. It's that sort of energy. Appreciate the good things, focus on the positive, because you receive back, your energy is like a mirror. Okay, so if you focus on the things that you don't have, the things that are wrong in your life, that's your energy going to those things. And that's reflected back to you. So you absorb more of those things come into you. So when you're really conscious of not putting your energy into those things and you focus on the heart stuff that gives you joy, even if you're struggling to find joy right now, find one thing that brings you joy and focus on that. Even if it's just the rain's stopped, the sun's come out, and look, there's a rainbow. That brings me joy. Do that. Or houseplants. Or a moment to yourself to just drink a nice cup of coffee. It doesn't have to be big stuff. That's the point. Find the things that bring you joy. Focus on those, because what you focus your attention on is what's reflected back to you. The universe takes your energy and mirrors it back to you. So if you're always focusing on the dark stuff, that's what it's going to reflect back to you. It's going to keep feeding you dark stuff. It's a bit like on social media platforms, whichever ones you use, once you start looking at certain things, there's an algorithm that feeds you more of the same thing. It says, oh, this is what you want, so it feeds you more of it, which means you look at it more and it feeds you more and more and more. It's the same thing with energy. So if you're sitting there going, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough things, it's going to keep saying, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough. And that sense of lack, of scarcity, is what's going to keep coming to you. Whereas if you focus on, look at all these amazing things I have the love of a great husband in my case, and I have that support, and I have a wonderful home, and I have plants around me, and I have fairy lights all year round, and whatever it is, it doesn't matter, but it's the energy of that abundance. Focus on that. Spend some time before, particularly before midday on Tuesday, the 17th, when that new moon begins. Up until then, really focus on what you have in your life that brings you joy, makes you smile, makes your heart sing. That's the energy that you want to be carrying forward. And that continues with our second card, which is actually literally gratitude practice. You couldn't make this up. The cards, when they came out this morning, were like, wow, this is amazing. And this is about gratitude for the little things, the joy and beauty of a rainbow. If you don't have a rain, you can't have rainbows, right? So that joy, that beauty, gratitude for the things that you do have, gratitude for the love in your life, gratitude for the health that you have, for the wealth that you have, whatever it is for you. Where can you be grateful? Where can you find gratitude? Now, I'm not a big fan. I'm gonna say I'm not a big fan of things like gratitude lists and stuff like that. That's not my thing. Some people are, and if that is for you, then brilliant. Please continue. I love that for you. For me, it's not my thing. But what I do is I take a moment to go, oh, isn't that wonderful? When I see something I really like. Even if it's walking past a, I don't know, a beautiful tree and going, oh wow, look at that tree. Or an interesting cloud and going, yeah. Or or after you've done the housework and you go around and you go, look at this room, it looks great now. It's that sort of energy to be carrying forward and going, what are you grateful for? What are you noticing? Taking the time to notice and appreciate what's there. It really follows on so well from this one. Move away from the darkness and that sense of lack and into, look at all this I've got. Because when you put your energy into the abundance that you have, even if all it is being able to look at the sky, that's abundance. That is abundance. And when you're grateful for that and you fill your energy with that, that's the energy that gets reflected back to you and it starts to show up in other ways. So this is all about your energy. Where can you be grateful? Where can you find joy? Where can you find those moments of happiness? And even if you're really feeling, you might even be technically depressed, you might be struggling to find joy in anything right now, particularly with everything that's going on in the world and that's coming out in the world. This is saying, just notice those tiny moments of joy. Because when you put your attention on those things, you start to change things. This is not about everything being joy and rainbows and sunshine this week, but this is about turning the tanker. And it takes time, but you have to start. And this is the week to start. This is the week to say, okay, I'm feeling really low right now. Everything feels doom and gloom. But oh, look, there's a snowdrop growing. Isn't that pretty? I'll focus your attention on the joy that seeing that snowdrop brings you, or whatever it is. A simple hug with a family member or a friend. Enjoying the cup of coffee. Finding the joy in the little things is what it's all about this week, because that's the energy that you create that is then mirrored back to you. And then we have forgiveness. Now, what I'm really getting, my guides were really strong with this. This isn't about forgiveness of others. This is about, if you see here, these are really thick, heavy chains that she has thrown off. This is saying throw off the shackles of what has been. Forgive yourself for needing to go through the journey that you've been on, because everything in life is learning. There are no mistakes, there are only learning. Forgive yourself for not knowing things earlier, not seeing things earlier, for not being ready for certain things earlier. Forgive yourself for who you are. Because this last year, the year of the wood snake, has been about showing us things inside ourselves that we're not comfortable with, that we don't like. I know I've certainly had some of those. Some of those within the last week, as Saturn then moved into Aries, which it did on Friday, sorry. Huge, huge, huge shift for me. No, Saturday. I'm losing track. It's gone. It's done. Forgive yourself for the things in the past that don't sit well with you anymore. Forgive yourself for the version of you that you were yesterday. And allow yourself to release the chains and step into the freedom of moving forward. This is about letting go of the past. This is about not looking back and wallowing in the past and trying to analyze it. It comes back to that, coming out of your head and into your heart space there. Come out of your head, don't overthink, and skip forward into the future. This card is about moving into the future and throwing off the shackles of the past. And she in here, she's got her big billowing dress and she is looking forward to the birds flying, and she is going off with those birds and she is going, I am free and I'm stepping forward into my own reality now. This is not about what's gone before. This is about what do I want to create? What's going forward? Where am I going next? And there's a joy and a freedom in that. And even if you're not feeling that right now in this moment, as you look at the things you are grateful for, this is encouraging you to go, what do I really want? Who do I really want to be? Because it all comes down to you. It's all about you. What do you really want? What's in your heart? Not your head, in your heart. Throw off the shackles of the past and go, okay, this is where I am right now, being very present in the moment and going, right, I'm facing that way now. I've done that. I've thrown that off. I'm going to go that way. That's what I want. This is not about performance anymore. This is not about keeping other people happy anymore. This is about you stepping forward into your future with joy and abundance and gratitude and amazing love for yourself first. That's the point. And I'm going to come to the final card now because that really brings this home. And this is one of the Dragon Path ones, and this wanted to come out. If you've been here a while, you'll know I normally only do 3 cards, but for some, this week, such a powerful week. We have a 4th, and it's from this different deck, and we have Lord Kasumi, and I'll try and get that so it doesn't reflect my light. Lord Kasumi. Now, Lord Kasumi is, let me just look at the power in that. Lord Kasumi is saying, be the change that you want to be. It starts with you. Lord Kasumi is one of the dragon elders, and is saying the message from this card is be the change that you want to be. So this is saying this is not about looking out there. This is not about waiting for someone to come and change things. If you want things to be different in your life, in the world around you, it starts with you. There's a degree of radical self-responsibility with this. What are you grateful for inside yourself? What are you letting go of that you don't need to be anymore? That performative, people pleaser, perfectionist, whatever it is for you, and it's different for everyone. What are you letting go of? Because if you want the world to be different around you, you need to embody the version that you want other people to be. Because what you put out there is reflected back to you. So if you're outraged by what's going on in the world right now, rather than focusing your attention on the things that are happening, think about, how can I be the kind of person that I want other people to be? Because it starts with you. This is about not expecting other people to change, but acknowledging that it's you that changes first. And the more people that do this process, that come into this space and go, I'm going to be the version of me that is totally authentic, that is totally me, that is not about other people, that is about love and compassion and humanity and joy and all of those things. What choices do you make now from that place? Because when you change you, it ripples out. Your energy shifts and the world ripples around you. And other people get inspired by you. Now, I've seen this myself. I am an absolute chronic people pleaser in my past. I have been I've shut myself down completely for the benefit of others. And that broke me. It literally broke me a number of years ago. And that's what led me on the path that I'm on now. But now I show up as me and I don't apologize for who I am. And what's interesting is I used to worry about how that would impact other people if I wasn't there for them, if I put myself first. And how many other people in my world are now showing up for themselves first? I didn't set out to teach them. I didn't try and convert them to my way of thinking. I just show up as me. And so many people go, Oh, hang on, it's okay to do that. Right, I'm going to do that. And that's where the ripple effect happens. So if there are things that you want to be different in your life, what can you do? You be the change that you want to see. What can you do in your life that will make that shift? And then just watch the ripples. Watch the ripples, because I promise you they will happen. Doesn't mean they happen straight away, but they will happen. So this week is so powerful, but it's all about, it starts with you coming out of your head, having gratitude for what you want, for what you already have, throwing off the shackles of what has been and stepping into the version of you that you want to be, and owning your own power and knowing that what you put out into the world is what comes back to you. So if you want the world to be a better place, it starts with you. You can't change other people. You're not able to change other people. You can change yourself if you choose to. It's all about the choice. Everything is about what you choose, and you get to choose. You get to choose who you are, how you show up in the world, who you're going to be. This week is all about you choosing. And I want to invite you really this week to spend some time thinking about, who do you choose to be? And how are you going to show up in the world differently? Make it so, make it happen. This eclipse portal, new moon, year of the fire horse, Saturn Neptune conjunction at 0 degrees of Aries, is the ultimate in the new beginning. And it comes down to you. Who do you want to be? What world do you want to see? Be the change. It's all in you. It is so powerful. So powerful. And I want you to know that you are not alone. You are never alone. Please, please do reach out to me if you want some help with any of this. Particularly if you're thinking, I don't know what to do about X or Y. You can book a free 30-minute call with me. And actually, my diary is fairly clear this week, because I know in the UK here it's school half-term holidays, so a lot of people are away. So I've got some spaces in my diary this week. And if this week doesn't work for you, then you can book next week as well. But I'm just letting you know, if you wanted to try and get in quickly before that new moon and set those intentions, or before the Saturn Neptune conjunction on Friday, I do have space in my diary for you to do that. So I will drop the link for that below, and you can book a free 30-minute call with me, and we will go into what that thing is that you're struggling with right now. If you want to know a little snippet about how to move forward, how to decide what to do, that's what the decision maker is all about. That free 30-minute call is to help you make that decision, so that you can decide, what am I letting go of, so I can move into my future. That's what that's all about. So I'll drop the link for that below this video in the text with this video. I'm honestly, this week is huge, and please do reach out to me if there's anything you want some help with, because part of my mission is to help you become the version of you that you were born to be, that truly limitless individual with a soul mission and a soul purpose. And I'm here to enable you to do that in whatever way that looks like for you. It's not my way, it's your way. So that's my mission, is to help you get there. I would love to help you with that. So if you want some help with that, just drop me a message, get in touch, reach out. You can connect with me. You can comment below this video. You can send me an email. My details are below. Connect with me on social media. Send me a direct message. I'm here for you. We are in this together as a new humanity, shaping our future together, deciding what we want, what we don't want, being very conscious with our choices, with our decisiveness, and with what we really want for the future, for our own future and that of our collective children, grandchildren, and so on. This Saturn-Neptune conjunction hasn't happened for 6,000 years at 0 degrees of Aries. It will be at least another 6,000 before it happens again. We are planting the seeds. We are setting the cycle of a completely new way of being, of acting, of becoming a human species. This is setting the tone for what happens next. I'm here with you. I'm here for you. Do reach out if you need anything. Drop a comment below and let me know how you're doing, how you're feeling. These energies are big. Don't get me wrong, they are very, very big, and I'm here to help you if you're struggling with that. I'm going to leave that there. Like I did say, this would be a longer video than normal, and it has been. So I am sending you so much love from my heart to yours. I am grateful for you being here. Genuinely, I am. Please do, if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to the channel. It makes a massive difference to how many people get to see this. And please do like the video, hit the like button as well. Again, it makes a massive difference to how the platform shares this video with other people. And I really want to help as many people as possible. That's part of my mission. So if you want to do me a little favor and say thank you, please do hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. I appreciate you. These are unprecedented times and I am here for you. Take care and I will see you soon.